Welcome back. It is 6:44. We are just over 1 month now since students had to transition to online learning.
And joining us right now from DeKalb County Schools is the superintendent there, Jason Barnett. Superintendent Barnett, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's start with all-important stuff here, the graduation date for seniors. We know you set some dates in place right now, and we kind of understand why it's so important out there, but it really is a big thing for them right now, right?
Yeah, it's a very big deal, and there's been so much uncertainty in their senior year. We want to go ahead and get some dates out there, and of course, we don't always fully understand exactly what the restrictions will be. I mean, we set dates beginning July 16th through the 25th for our 8 high school graduations. We don't understand fully exactly what restrictions might be in place at that time, so we put some restrictions in place on this. But of course, nothing would make me happier to be able to release some of these restrictions and pull back on them if the the health of our nation and our local officials who experts deem that we could do those things. But we want to go ahead and get those out there. It's such an important part of our students' lives and their families' lives, and we're going to make sure that they have that to the best of our ability, where they can come in and some of their immediate family can come in and view it in person and be with them and participate as a graduating class, and all their friends and family in attendance. But we're also going to live stream these events through. We've been working with some videographers and people to make sure that we have proper planning and preparation so that we can properly live stream it for those friends and family who may not be able to attend us or don't feel comfortable being in attendance in a large crowd.
Sure.
And of course, obviously, we'll make copies and have it available afterwards for people to view, long after this event.
Absolutely. So we want to reiterate, because you mentioned it at the top, and we want to make sure that every senior out there and their parents get this. You're talking about dates between July 16th and the 25th at the various schools. That's all on your website too, right?
We've put it on our Facebook page, on our county Facebook page, and it will be uploaded to our county page. Yes,
okay.
Yes, sir.
That's terrific.
It just gives them some sense of hope, something to look forward to, that they're just not forgotten during this time, correct?
That's exactly right. It gives us a target to shoot toward, to work toward, hope, and understand that this is going to happen, because we told them it was going to happen. But until you actually know a date in there, sometimes you're not certain, and there's still a little anxiety about it. But we want to go ahead and get a date out there as soon as we can and get it firmed up. We all understand things could go crazy, but that's exactly what we want to do, is put a date out there, put something for us to strive and reach toward, and hopefully we'll get to it, and we'll make the most of it and the best of it.
All right, talk to us a little bit about, I don't know if you call it the PEPT or is it the PEBT program, and how your families in DeKalb County are using this program. Sure.
Well, I'm thankful for the work of DHR to grab and get additional funding for the child nutrition of our students across the state. The PED program was approved, and this week, I believe it's this week, if a child in any school in the state of Alabama receives SNAP services, there will be a extra deposit added to their SNAP benefits on their card this week that they can use at the grocery store or wherever, so that they can provide meals and funding, provide meals for their family. Students who are not necessarily SNAP eligible but receive a free or reduced price lunch based off of income, they should receive a letter. If they haven't already, it should be in the coming days, and it will give them directions and information on how they can set up a card and receive this benefit, so that those families who receive a free or reduced price lunch can receive some benefits on the card, where they can go to the grocery store and receive get meals and get some food for their families, and help provide for their family.
Superintendent Barnett, about 30 seconds left to go here. Give us an idea of how things were going for children at home, for schools, and looking ahead to this fall. Things so far so good? Any lessons learned here?
So far, we've stood our system and the educational system on its head here in the last couple weeks, and did things completely different than we've ever done the last 9 weeks of school, and it's been very successful. It's been really good, really positive. I'm encouraged with our families, faculties, students. Moving forward, I had conferences over the last couple of days talking about, if this was to happen again in the fall, how would we do things differently? And there's certainly some planning and some concessions that are being made and taking place to do that. We don't always know what's going to happen, and we know that if we have to do it long term, we're going to have to do it differently. But so far, what we've done has been very successful, and it does create some excitement for how our families and communities work together.
Well, it certainly is a lot of excitement. A lot of people had to change up things. We really appreciate you. We'll have you back to talk a little bit in the future about how things are going to go from here on forward. Superintendent Jason Barnett, DeKalb County Schools, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, thank you. It is 6:49 on your Thursday morning.